Yo, what is up, guys? It's Bankrupt Dope back with another video, a different kind of video. This is essentially just gonna be a reaction because this guy Mtashed, he just said and I just feel like I have to do it. I'm sorry, Mtashed, I did not get your permission to react to this. Not like you're gonna see this anyway, but if for some reason he's like, "Hey, take this video down," I got you. If this is you shouldn't be doing this, I'll just hold the L, take the video down, or whatever, whenever it comes to, if that happens. But hopefully it does, because he just said it's just straight facts. So I'm gonna go ahead and play this part now. And we're gonna get to talking because it's just something that needs to be said more often amongst the big ones, the bigger YouTubers. I feel like it's not said often, and he said it, and I'm glad that he said it because it's facts. So here we go.
I think that they are really missing out on developing a game with these amazing combat systems still. And if you look at this update, they have also 50% of the map where you don't use the characters you've bought and leveled to explore. I understand it's a new system, but I cannot for the life of me understand how anyone can think 50% of the map that's being added, you can't use your characters. It's just a shocking development decision. I will.
All right. So you heard it out of his mouth right there. Now, obviously, he's talking about Genshin Impact's new 4.0 update. And this is an entirely different game. But he's talking about how a lot of the map is, it's swimming. You're not doing anything with your characters. You're not attacking or anything like that. It's just a very fun, pretty thing that took a lot of money to make, we're sure. But it's he said it there. It's great. It's a good focus. It's nice. But you can't use your character. So what's the point? And I always have to reiterate this when I'm talking about gacha games, because gacha games are games where you are constantly throwing money at the wall to get characters. This is not an open world RPG that's completely free to play, that has set story characters, where it's okay, I got a update, I got an expansion that allows me to do swimming and fight enemies in water. That's not what this is. This is a game, a gacha game. Honkai Star Rail, Impact, and Genshin Impact all are gacha games. And as nice as getting pretty updates are, and getting pretty events are, they should not, period, should not be the focus ever. Updates that put a focus on a mini game, on any event that does not involve my character swinging at something and killing it, truth be told, should not be the focus. Period. It should not be the focus. Because that's not what I'm paying money for. And that's my biggest gripe about some things. Now, the only reason I said this, because the only reason I'm relating it to Honkai Star Rail is because of the museum event, which was nice. It was very pretty. But I feel like that's something that should have came way later. It's not anything we needed now. Because I am playing Honkai Star Rail. I am summoning for characters to use them. That's why we're playing the game. To use the character. That's the whole point of the summon system. But yet, for some reason, too many people like to celebrate the pretty events. It's oh, that was so nice when we got Stellar Jade. Well, what's the point of getting the Stellar Jade if you can't use the characters? You see what I'm saying? Now, yes, you have your Simulated Universe and you have your Forgotten Hall, but that is all we've had since this game has come out. Simulated Universe and Forgotten Hall. We still don't have anything else to do. We have that 2 whole solid so-called in-game content to do since the game has come out. And I would not consider Simulated Universe in-game content, because you're doing that as a form of farming gear. So therefore, I don't like to consider that in-game content because it's not. It's just more farming. That's really all it is. It's just more farming. But now, obviously, you can use it to test your metal. So, it's kind of the mixed spot because, like, oh, I can also test my metal, but at the same time, I'm getting gear. So, the fact that you're getting the loot is nice. I wish it was focus gear, but that's beside the point. And then you got Forgotten Hall. And we already know how I feel about Forgotten Hall. I think it's not true end game. I think a true end game is just a boss with a health bar that is hard to beat, that is not limited by turns. It should not be limited by turns. I don't think in my opinion, it's not a real boss, especially in this format of turn based. I don't think it's a realistic boss. I think the bosses should be turned up higher, have far more. Now, not saying they don't have interesting mechanics, because I believe that the bosses, as like the Echo of War bosses, have very interesting mechanics. I wish we could make more of those and put them in a different format to make them actual bosses rather than just another farming material. And so, like, I just made all this video to say that Mtashed is right. It's nice when we get pretty events and stuff and pretty things talking about Genshin Impact and Honkai Star Rail, but I don't think it should ever be the focus. And this happening in Genshin Impact something like this will most likely similarly happen in Star Rail. And so far, we've had very few events where you've actually gotten to use your characters for anything beneficial. The Trotter event is fodder. It is fodder. The event that we had before, while it was fun, you did not need to use your characters to complete it because you have trial characters. So once again, another thing where I don't really need to use my characters. And using my characters is just harder anyway. So why would you? What else have we had? Museum event, which didn't have any fighting to it. And then you had what's her name's event? Silverwolf's event, which was okay. It was just fighting the standard enemies. Didn't really do anything. I was just doing what you would do if you wanted to be one of those people that, like, oh, I'm gonna go farm the world. Essentially all you did. You were just running around killing enemies. Nothing different there. I'm not testing my metal. And that was the whole point of me making this video, is that Mtashed was spitting, bro. He was spitting. And I think as a community, we should be demanding more new long form content. I'm not talking about some content that we can beat in 3 days. I'm talking about long form content that is rewarding. We need it. We need it. Because even from the content perspective of me making content, it's hard. And just from a gameplay perspective of making stuff, it's hard. Because there's no willingness to do anything. Once you've beaten Forgotten Hall, you're done. You're done. It's like, okay, I don't need to play this again. This insanely hard thing. I don't want to play it anymore. I'm done. Give me something else. And it's not up to me. People are going to be like, oh, well, you're not proposing an idea. It's not up to me. They have a multi-million-dollar company. I should not have to always give the idea. And like sometimes, like, dang, it's just too hard to think. I'm not getting paid to think. So why should I have to think so hard? They're the MiHoYo has the resources to do the thinking, not me. So I'm not going to do the thinking to try to propose what a good long form content is, because I can't think of one right now. I'm not getting paid to do that, but I still think it's facts. Like I said, to play other games, the other games have plenty of other long form content for you to do. So I just say, look at other games. They can look at across dozens of games to get an idea of what else they can do to improve their game, rather than just saying we stick to MiHoYo ideas and that's how we do everything. We don't like to look at other, like, that's dumb. They should look at other games and adopt other styles, in my opinion. But this is just supposed to be a quick little video. I just think that Mtashed was speaking facts. I think a lot of the community sometimes, we see the pretty thing and we forget that this game is a gacha game where you're supposed to be using characters. And I just wanted that to be like known. Even though he said it, it really needs to be emphasized. We should not be praising prettiness. We need to be praising gameplay more than anything. The gameplay could be better for Star Rail, in my opinion. But that's beside the point. Everybody's fine with us waiting freaking 5 months to get other content, so it is what it is. But I just thought I should say something anyway. So thank you for watching. If you watched, drop a like on the video if you liked it. Comment something down below. and I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.